One of Melbourne's key sporting venues will be renamed to honour former Victorian Premier John Cain. The announcement comes as Mr Cain was farewelled at a state memorial today at St Paul's Cathedral. Andrea Crothers has more.
John Cain, Victoria's 41st Premier, is being remembered as the man who set the stage to move the Australian Open from the suburbs to the city and allowing it to grow. The National Tennis Centre, now Melbourne Park, was opened in the 1980s under John Cain's reign as Premier. Premier Daniel Andrews announcing Melbourne Arena will now become John Cain Arena. In a statement, Mr Andrews said John Cain made an enormous contribution to Victorian life and it's particularly appropriate that we honour his legacy at Melbourne Park. People will see his name and know the story of a man who made our state a better place. John Cain died in hospital aged 88 on December 23 after suffering a stroke earlier that month. Mr Cain served in Victoria's Parliament for 16 years. He led Labor to victory in 1982, ending 27 years of Liberal rule. He would remain Premier until 1990 to become Labor's longest-serving Premier in Victoria. Political figures from both sides of the aisle turning out to honour Mr Cain at a state memorial in Melbourne.
A great Premier of Victoria, a servant of the Labor Party, but more importantly, a servant of this great state who saw such extraordinary economic development and social progress.
Mr Cain is survived by his wife Nancy, children Joanne, John and James. They've requested that people consider making a donation to the Victorian bushfire appeal.